Hello, Father Daniel here with another edition of Sabbath Reflections as we break open the Word for this 25th Sunday in Ordinary Time. Dear friends, I don't know of too many people who don't enjoy or aren't interested in a game where, showing amazing athletic ability, someone is able to win the game for their team, though so behind, almost seemingly impossible for the win, just to come in at the last minute and make it happen. It's an amazing thing where in that final inning or quarter, one of the players is able to just make it happen. Except, friends, when it comes to the game of life. At times, there are individuals who, perhaps because they feel overlooked, overshadowed, underappreciated, can act out of their own jealousy and anger towards others who are able to receive God's mercy, to embrace Him as He embraces us, even when they do so at the last minute. In today's gospel, Jesus gives us a parable of the landowner hiring people at different points of the day to receive, as He gives them a very just and clear contract. I hire you, and for whatever you can do at the end of the day, I will give you the same exact wage. People hired at different times, same wage. Maybe we may not agree with it, but that's the contract. And certainly many are able. It's a beautiful display of what God the Father's mercy really is, a behind the scenes understanding of just how generous He is as He sees people in different stages, in different places, and recognizing their need for dignity, their need for work, their need to pour themselves into something and find meaning in life and acceptance, is able to take them in immediately, even when it's not right at the beginning of the day. Dear friends, it's a beautiful display, but unfortunately not everyone agrees. You see, those hired at the beginning of the day have a bone to pick with the landowner. Though the referee, the landowner, wants to level the playing field, and it being his decision and his rule, the people hired at the beginning of the day feel somehow that they are being overlooked. They're again underappreciated. And, as the landowner rightly points out, jealous. And so they go to him. How come it was that these people, these Johnny-come-latelys, coming in, sliding into home base at the very last minute, are receiving the same exact pay that I am receiving, we who bore the day's burden and the heat? The landowner calls them out. Did I gyp you? Did I not give you what we agreed to, the same day's wage? So then take your money and go your way. Or am I not free to do with my own money as I wish? Wow, what convicting words, friends. It must have been for them to hear that. Though angry and feeling like they're addressing or confronting the landowner because of a real injustice, the landowner reminds them there was no injustice done at all except that for which they disagreed with, the generosity, the mercy, the acceptance of the landowner, which really is not their business. Dear friends, it can be very easy at times that at the game of life, like I said, we can be this way. We can be jealous. We can be rather petty about things. We maybe thinking ourselves decent Catholics, and perhaps we are. We can't find that place open in our heart the way it is in God's in order to accept others. And so when God wants to absolve that sinner in the last moment or in a particularly bad place in their life, when God wants to call people, His children, our brothers and sisters, back to Himself, we think, no, wait a minute. I was here first. I'm the good Christian. I'm the one who's on it. I'm the one who pays my Christian taxes, so to speak, in terms of attendance at Mass and things like this. We want to hold those others back, friends, and Jesus gives us the same reminder that His generosity and mercy is not our business. His desire to call us back to Himself is not something we can control. And let's face it, there's not one of us who wouldn't appreciate that open invitation should we be the one to throw or catch that Hail Mary on which our eternal salvation lies. We would want that opportunity, and God is willing to give it. So don't block his grace by thinking you're better than anyone, friends. We are all people, though terribly unworthy of God's love, that he finds ways of accepting and drawing back to himself. And we should, if anything, feel joy for those who find their way to the touchdown area, to that goal, which wins them the greatest prize of all, love incarnate, and the ability to see him face to face. Friends, God bless you and have a great week.